take one more lecture on physics practical PH 5505F. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So today we will see the second experiment of TRBC physics paper group PH 5505F. Okay. The first experiment. The first experiment which we have discussed was the explanation due to gravity small g by Kepler's pendulum with fixed niceties. Okay, I have taken this. You must have seen the video of the instrument of Kepler's pendulum, in which you have a long rod, approximately 1 meter length. Okay, there are two knife edges, P1, K2. And there are two blocks. One is the wooden block and another is the metallic block. The block nearer to the knife edge near to the wooden block is K1 and knife edge near to the metallic block is K2. So in the G by Kepler's pendulum, there is the Kepler's pendulum contains a long rod approximately 1 meter length. There are two knife edges and two blocks. One is the metallic block, another is the wooden block. Knife edge near to the wooden block is K1 and knife edge near to the metallic block is K2. This experiment we have discussed. I have also given you an assignment. Today we are going to discuss the second experiment. It is also the same experiment, G by Kepler's pendulum. G by Kepler's pendulum. But this is the experiment. We have to perform this experiment of Kepler's pendulum with movable knife edges. Movable knife. So the only difference is this: in the first experiment of G by Kepler's pendulum, we have fixed knife edges and we were changing the distance between knife edge and box. The second experiment, okay, G by Kepler's pendulum, okay. The knife edges are not fixed. We will move the knife edges and we will change the distance between the knife edges. Okay, but we will keep the distance between two blocks constant. Okay. So, as we have studied in the first experiment of G by Kepler's pendulum with fixed knife edges, we have three parts in the experiment. Similarly, in the second experiment of G by Kepler's pendulum with movable knife edges, we have also three parts. Okay. So let us discuss the three parts. First, we discuss what to do in the first part of this experiment. Okay. Yes. You know very well, K1 is the knife edge. K1 is the knife edge. Nearer to wooden block. This thing we have discussed already. Once again, I explain you that K1, because as I told you that in Kepler's pendulum consists a long rod of approximately 1 meter length or more than 1 meter length, and then there are two knife edges, K1, K2, and two blocks. So Kepler's pendulum consists a long rod having two knife edges, K1 and K2, and two blocks. One is the metallic block and another is the wooden block. The knife edge, which is near to the wooden block, is called K1, and periodic time measured with respect to knife edge K1 is T1. Second one is K2. K2 is the knife edge nearer to metallic bar. K2 is the night phase. This is near to the metallic bar, is called K2 night phase, and the periodic time measured with the night phase near to the metallic bar K2 is called T2. Place there are two night phases. Night phase K1 near to the wooden bar is called K1. Night phase near to the wooden night phase near to the wooden bar is K1, and the periodic time measured with respect to the night phase near to the wooden bar is C1. Second night phase, which is nearer to the metallic bar, is called K2, and periodic time measured with respect to the night phase near to the metallic bar is T2. Okay. In the first experiment, we have kept the distance between two night phases fixed, because that was the experiment with fixed night phases. This is the experiment with movable night phases. Movable night phases. So what we do first? We keep the distance between two bobs constant. We keep the distance between two bobs constant, and we will change. We will move the position of night phases. So first of all, we keep the distance between two bobs. Distance between two bobs. L. Keep the distance between two bobs. L is equal to 100 centimeter. Suppose, right? I am giving you the observation for calculation. That let us give the distance between wooden bob and metallic bob. That is capital L is 100 centimeter. Means from the center of the road, keep the wooden bob at 50 centimeter distance, and keep the metallic bob at 50 centimeter distance. So total distance between two bobs will be 100. So from the center of the Catus pendulum, keep the wooden bob at distance 50 centimeter, and keep the metallic bob at distance 50 centimeter. So total distance between wooden bob and metallic bob is 100 centimeter, and that is fixed. So in the second part, night phases are not fixed. But bobs are fixed. Okay. So let us give the distance between two night phases. The distance between two bobs, wooden bob and metallic bob, capital is 100 centimeter, which is fixed. So from the center of Catus pendulum, keep the wooden bob at 50 centimeter distance, and keep the metallic bob at 50 centimeter distance. So the total distance between wooden bob and metallic bob capital is 100 centimeter, and that is kept fixed throughout the experiment. Okay. Now, what you have to do? As you know how to, we are discussing part 1. Distance between two night phases. Distance between two night phases. So distance between two night phases. Second is the time for 50 oscillation. Here we will measure the time for 50 oscillations when pendulum when pendulum is suspended, time for 50 oscillations when pendulum is suspended above diphase A1. Right? Third is the periodic time. Periodic time, capital P1, which is equal to small p1 upon 50. Periodic time above diphase P1 is called T1. Okay. Then we measure the time for 50 oscillations. Time for 50 oscillations when pendulum is suspended above diphase K2. That time is T2. And here we measure the periodic time. Capital T2 is equal to small p2 upon T2. This is the observation table. I have given you the observation table for the first part of this experiment, that distance between two line phases. Second is the time for 50 oscillation when you suspend the pendulum over the wooden knife phase. When pendulum is suspended over the wooden knife phase K1, that we have to measure the time for 50 oscillations. You can calculate periodic time T1 by dividing T1 by 50. But then invert the pendulum, suspend the pendulum over knife phase K2, which is near to metallic bob, and measure the time for 50 oscillations when pendulum is suspended over metallic knife phase K2. Divide this time with 50, you will get the periodic time about knife phase K2. The first observation, we keep the distance between two knife edges 60 centimeter. 60 centimeter. So let us start the first observation. I explain you how to take the observations. Keep the distance between two knife edges A1 and K2 60 centimeter. Means from the center of Catus pendulum, keep the knife edge K1 at 30 centimeter distance, and keep the knife edge K2 at 630 centimeter distance. So distance between two knife edges K1 and K2 is 60 centimeter. After setting the distance between two knife edges, adjusting the distance between two knife edges K1 and K2 60 centimeter, K1 knife edge at 30 centimeter distance from the center, K2 knife edge at 30 centimeter distance from the center. So after adjusting 60 centimeter distance between knife edge K1 and K2, okay, suspend the pendulum above knife edge K2. Suspend the pendulum about wooden knife edge K1. After suspending the pendulum over wooden knife edge K1, suspend the pendulum over wooden knife edge K1. Okay, the small oscillation to the Catus pendulum. Okay, and measure the time for 50 oscillation. Suppose the time for when you suspend the pendulum over wooden knife edge K1, you give the oscillation to the Catus pendulum and measure the time for 50 oscillation. Suppose the time for 50 oscillation is 84 seconds. 84 seconds. 84 seconds. Right? So we can calculate the periodic time T1. How do you calculate the periodic time T1? Pendulum is suspended. The pendulum is suspended about the wooden knife edge K1. Okay? Set the pendulum into oscillation. Measure the time for 50 oscillations. So this is 84 seconds. Then, okay, so 84 seconds is the time for 50 oscillations. So time for one oscillation will be 84 upon 50. That approximately comes 1.68 seconds. So 1.68 seconds is the periodic time T1 of the Catus pendulum with respect to knife edge K1. Now what to do? You have to invert the pendulum. Invert the pendulum and suspend the pendulum about metallic knife edge K2. Invert the pendulum and suspend the pendulum over the metallic knife edge K2. Okay. Now set the pendulum into oscillation. Okay. Again measure the time for 50 oscillation when pendulum is inverted and suspended about knife edge metallic knife edge K2. The time for 50 oscillation about knife edge K2. Suppose it is 96 seconds. So So 96 seconds is the time for 50 oscillations when pendulum is suspended over the metallic knife K2. So periodic time T2 about the metallic knife K2 will be T2 upon 100. 96 upon 50. 96 upon 50 will be 1.92 seconds. 1.92 seconds. Okay. Second is this. Second. Now, in the first observation, we have adjusted the distance between K1 knife and K2 knife is 60 centimeters. Now, let us change the distance between two knives and set it 80 centimeters. 80 centimeters. So, in order to take the second observation, let us take the distance between wooden knife is K1 and K2 80 centimeters. Okay. So, in the first observation, we have taken the distance in knife is 60 centimeters. For second observation, let us adjust the distance between K1 knife and K2 knife is 80 centimeters. Okay. Now, after adjusting 80 centimeter distance between K1 knife and K2 knife, how do you adjust the 80 centimeter distance? From the center of Cartesian pendulum, keep the knife K1 at 40 centimeter distance and keep the wooden block at 40 centimeter distance. So, total distance between two knife edges will be 80 centimeters. Okay. Now, suspend the pendulum about knife edge K1, wooden knife edge K1. Suspend the pendulum about knife edge K1, which is near to the block. Measure the time of 50 oscillation. Suppose it is 87 seconds. Suspend the pendulum about knife edge K1. Suspend the pendulum after adjusting distance between K1 and K2 knife is 80 centimeters. Suspend the pendulum about knife edge K1, which is near to the wooden block. Measure the time for 50 oscillations. Suppose it is 87 seconds. So periodic time T1 will be equal to, this is the time for 50 oscillation. So time for one oscillation will be 87 upon 50. That comes 1.74 seconds. Now invert the pendulum. The distance between two knife edges is now 80 centimeters. Invert the pendulum and suspend the pendulum about knife edge K2, which is near to the metallic ball. Invert the pendulum and suspend the pendulum about knife edge K2, which is near to the metallic ball. Again, set the pendulum into oscillation. With small oscillation, okay, the amplitude of the oscillation should be small for harmonic motion. Measure the time for 50 oscillation when pendulum is suspended at about knife edge K2 near to the metallic ball. Suppose that time is 86 seconds. 86 seconds. So about knife edge K2, the time for 50 oscillation is 86 seconds. So periodic time will be 86 upon 50, that is 1.72 seconds. So in this way, we can take the observation of the first one. In short, when the distance between the two knife edges K1 and K2 is 60 centimeters, periodic time about knife edge K1 comes 1.16 seconds, and periodic time about knife edge K2 is 1.92 seconds. The distance between knife edge K1 and K2 is 80 centimeters. Okay. The periodic time about knife edge K1 is 1.74 seconds. And periodic time about knife edge K2 will be 1.72 seconds. Now, what is the calculation? The calculation, you have to plot graph of periodic time T1 and T2 against distance D. Plot the graph of periodic time T1 about knife edge K1, periodic time T2 about knife edge K2 against distance between two knife edges, right? Which we have taken 60 and 80. Let us plot the graph of periodic time T1 and T2 against distance D between two knife edges, which we have taken 60 centimeters and 80 centimeters. So nature of the graph will be like this. You will get this type of graph. You will get this type of graph. Along x-axis, take the distance between two knife edges, which we have taken as 60 and 80. So let's take distance D between two knife edges, which is 60 and 80 along x-axis, and periodic time T1 with respect to K1 knife edge, and periodic time T2 with respect to K2 knife edge is taken along y-axis, T1 and T2. So you will get 4 points. 1 point you will get for, yes, first the distance between two knife edges is 60. First, the distance between two knife edges is 60 centimeter. The period time T1 is 1.68 seconds. So suppose this is the point for T1. For 60 centimeter distance, the period time will be 1.92. So that point comes here. So you can connect these 2 points T1. Right? You can do yourself. Okay? Take a graph. I have given you the observations. Okay? Take distance D. Distance D between two knife edges given equal to 60 and 80 along x-axis, and period time T1 and T2 along y-axis. Okay? Put the point of T1 and distance between knife is 60 centimeter. T1 is 1.68 second. That point comes here. T2 is 1.92 second. That is here. Okay. Now for 80 centimeter distance, T1 is 1.74. T1 is 1.74. T1 is, suppose this T1 is 1.68, this T1 is 1.74. Okay? So then connect T1 T2. Okay, now here T2 is 1.92 and 1.78. Right? So this T2, suppose this T2 is 1.72 and this T2 is 1.90. Right? So you can, so this is the exercise for you. Okay, you have to do yourself, self-exercise. Take distance D between two knife edges, 60 and 80 along x-axis, and periodic time T1 and T2 along y-axis. Okay, put the 4 points for 60 centimeter distance. T1 is 1.68 second, and T2 is 1.92 second. For 80 centimeter distance, T1 is 1.74 second. Yes, 1.74 second, and T2 is 1.72. Okay, connect the point T1, T1, and T2. Okay, the line connecting T1, T1, and T2, they are crossing somewhere here. At the crossing point, suppose D0 comes. At the crossing point, D0 comes 78 centimeter. Right? So this is the exercise for you. Okay, I am not giving a separate assignment. I am not going to give you a separate assignment. I can put a synopsis for you. Okay, but I am not going to give a separate assignment. Okay, plot the graph. Connect the line T1, T1, T2, T2. The graph connecting T1, T1, and T2 are intersecting at this point. At the point of intersection, the distance between them is D0 approximately comes 78 centimeter. Right? Means when the distance between them is you take 78 centimeter, your Gator's pendulum will become a simple pendulum. Means this is the equivalent length. This is the equivalent length for simple pendulum. Now we will look for part 2. In part 2, we keep the distance between two knife edges 78 centimeter. Okay. So this is the exercise for you. Plot the graph. Find out the distance between knife edges D0, which is 78 centimeter from the point of intersection. In part 2, part 2, if the distance between two knife edges is 78 centimeter from the graph. As I have shown you that in the graph, at the point of crossing, at the point of intersection of T1 line and T2 line, look at the distance between two knife edges is 78 centimeter. Now set the distance between T1 and T2 knife edges is 78 centimeter, and for this in part 2 you have to take only one observation, but that is for 100 observations. For 100 observations. Now in part two, what you have to do? Okay, you adjust the distance between K1 and K2 that is 78 centimeter, 34 centimeter on K1 side. Keep the K1 knife is at 34 distance centimeter from the center, and keep K2 knife is at 34 centimeter distance from the center of the Catus pendulum. From the center of Catus pendulum, keep K1 knife is at 34 centimeter distance, and keep the K2 knife is at 34 centimeter distance. So total distance between two knives is K1 and K2. You adjust D0 78 centimeter. After adjusting D0 to 78 centimeter distance between two knife edges K1 and K2. Okay? From the center, K1 knife is at 34 centimeter, K2 knife is at keep your 34 centimeter. Okay, suspend the pendulum about knife is given and measure the time for 100 oscillation. 100 oscillation. Suppose it is 170 seconds. Right? 170. Okay? So the second part, set the distance, adjust the distance between K1 and K2 knife which is 78 centimeter. Okay? Keep the knife as K1 at 34 centimeter distance from the center of pendulum, and keep the knife as K2 at 34 centimeter distance from the center of pendulum. Okay? Suspend the pendulum about knife as K1 near to the wooden bar. Okay? And measure the time for 100 oscillations. Okay? Suppose it is 172 seconds. So the periodic time will be 172 upon 100. 172 upon 100. What is 172 upon 100? That comes 1.72 seconds. Right? Okay. Now invert the pendulum. The procedure remains same. Invert the pendulum and suspend the pendulum about knife face K2, which is near to the metallic bar. Okay. After suspending the pendulum, invert the pendulum and suspend the pendulum about knife face K2. About knife face K2 near to the metallic bar. Okay. Again measure the time. For 100 oscillation. Measure the time for 100 oscillation. When pendulum is suspended about knife face K2 near to the metallic bar. Suppose that time is 172 seconds. So invert the pendulum, suspend the pendulum about knife face K2 near to the metallic bar. Again set the pendulum into oscillation. Measure time for 100 oscillation. Suppose it is 172 seconds. If 172 seconds is the time for 100 oscillation, periodic time will be K2 upon 100, that is 172 upon 100, that comes 192 seconds. You can see that the distance, when the distance between knife face K1 and K2 is 78 centimeter, the periodic time given about knife face K1 and periodic time given about knife face K2 are almost same. They are almost same. Means in this condition you can say that 78 centimeter is the equivalent length of a simple pendulum. Your Catus pendulum, when the distance between two knife edges is 78 centimeter, your Catus pendulum will behave as a simple pendulum. Okay? And the 78 centimeter is for the equivalent length of simple pendulum. Okay. Now, you know that, yes, after taking the observation of periodic time T1 about knife face K1 and periodic time T2 about knife face K2, you have to find the distance of K1 knife face. Distance of knife face K1 from center of gravity, that is L. Okay? And measure the distance of knife face K2 from center of gravity, that is L. For how you measure this, okay? Now, when the distance between knife face K1 and K2 is 78 centimeter, you lift the Catus pendulum and put it on the horizontal knife face. Okay? When the distance between knife face K1 and K2 is 78 centimeter, you take the Catus pendulum and put the Catus pendulum on the horizontal knife face. Put the Catus pendulum on the horizontal knife face. Okay? And find the center of gravity where the Catus pendulum is balanced. Okay? Put the Catus pendulum and the distance between knife face K1 and K2 is 78 centimeter. Put the Catus pendulum on the horizontal knife face and find the center of gravity where the Catus pendulum is balanced. Right? The point of balance or find out the center of gravity. From the center of gravity is a balance point where Catus pendulum is balanced on both the sides. Right? So from the center of gravity, find the distance of knife face K1. Okay? That is Come suppose 52.5 centimeters. Suppose it is 52.5 centimeters. From the center of gravity, of Kepler's pendulum, find the distance of knife edge K1, which is near to Newton log. Suppose it is 52.5 centimeters, and measure the distance of knife edge K2, which is near to metallic log. From the center of gravity, it is 25.5 centimeters. The total distance must be 78 centimeters. This is nothing but the distance between two knife edges. Okay, right? The total distance must be 52.5 plus 25.5 must be equal to 78 centimeters. Okay, so then the distance between knife edge and the distance between knife edge given and is 78 centimeters. Put the pendulum on the horizontal knife edge and find out the balance point center of gravity. From the balance point from the center of gravity, measure the distance of knife edge K1 near to the wooden block, that is 52.5 centimeters, and measure the distance of knife edge K2 near to the metallic block from the center of gravity, that is 25.5 centimeters. The total distance between two knife edges K1 and K2 must be 78 centimeters. Very good. Now, after measuring the distance of knife edge K1 from the center of gravity L1 and distance of knife edge K2 from the center of L2, okay, use the Kepler's Bessel's formula. Bessel's formula you know very well. Bessel's formula. This calculation I am giving you as a assignment of exercise. What is the Bessel's formula? 4 pi square upon g is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, in the first experiment I have given you this Bessel's formula. 4 pi square upon g. Bessel's formula is 4 pi square upon g 1 by 2 t1 square plus t2 square, t1 square plus t2 square upon L1 plus L2 plus t1 square minus t2 square upon L1 minus L2. So this is the Bessel's formula. 4 pi square upon g is the acceleration due to gravity which we want to find out. 4 pi square upon g is the acceleration due to gravity which we want to calculate. 1 by 2 t1 is the periodic time about knife edge K1. T1 is the periodic time of the pendulum about knife edge K1 near to the wooden, which is 1.72 square. T2 is the periodic time of the Kepler's pendulum about knife edge K2 near to the metallic one, that is also 1.72 square. It is not necessary that both the periodic should exactly be same. Okay, they are approximately same. They are approximately or nearly equal. Okay, it is not possible that both the period can be exactly same, right? Sometimes they come exactly same. Sometimes they are approximately or nearly equal, right? Okay. So T1 is one periodic time of Kepler's pendulum about knife edge K1. That is 1.72 second. T2 is the periodic time about knife edge K2. That is 1.72 second. L1 is the distance of K1 knife edge from the center of gravity 52.5 centimeters. You can put the value of L1 52.5 centimeters. And L2 is the distance of knife edge K2 from the center of gravity, that is 25.5 centimeters. So put the value of T1 1.72 second, value of T2 1.72 second, L1 distance of K1 knife edge from the center of gravity 52.5 second, and L2 distance of K2 knife edge from the center of gravity is 25.5. Okay, so you will get the value of G. This is your second assignment. In the first part, I have given you to plot a graph of periodic at T1 and T2 against the distance between two knife edges. In the second part, using Bessel's formula, okay, you have to calculate the value of G. Okay. And last part. Please remember what you have to do in the experiment. In the first part, I have given you to plot a graph of periodic at T1 and T2 against distance between two knife edges. In the second part, I have given the values of T1 and T2 and asked to calculate the value of G from Bessel's formula. Last part, part 3. Again, part 3. In part 3, you are supposed to take two observations. Okay. So in part 2, as I discussed, that we got the distance between two knife edges 78 centimeter. So in part 3, put the distance between two knife edges is 0 plus 2, that is 78 plus 2, that is 80 centimeter. Right? So part 2, from the graph, we got the distance at the point of intersection of T1, T1 and T2 line. We got the distance between knife edges is 78 centimeter. So last part, keep the distance between two knife edges D0 plus 2 centimeter. That is 78 plus 2, that is 80 centimeter. Okay. So keep the distance between two knife edges D0 plus 2 centimeter. That is 78 plus 2, that is 80 centimeter. Suspend the pendulum about knife edge K1. Measure the time for 50 oscillations. Suppose it is 87 seconds. 87 seconds. Find the periodic time T1. That is T1 upon 50. 87 upon 50. So periodic time T1 about knife edge K1 comes 1.74 seconds. Right? Okay. Now, so keep the distance. Third last part. Keep the distance between two knife edges. Because distance between two knife edges D0 plus 2 centimeter. That is 78 plus 2, 80 centimeter. Okay. For 80 centimeter distance, suspend the pendulum about knife edge K1. Measure the time for 50 oscillations. Suppose it is 7 seconds. Find out the period time. Dividing 87 by 50, that comes 1.74 seconds. Invert the pendulum. Suspend the pendulum about knife edge K2 near to the metallic bar. Okay. And measure the time for 50 oscillation. Suppose it is 86 seconds. 86. About time is K1. The periodic time is 1.74 seconds. About time is K2. The time for 50 oscillation is 86 seconds. So periodic time to about knife edge K2 will be 86 upon 50. That is 1.72 seconds. So the distance between two knife edges K1 and K2 is D0 plus 2, 78 plus 2, 80 centimeter. The periodic time given about knife edge K1 is 1.474 seconds, and periodic time about knife edge K2 will be 1.72 seconds. Okay, and last, ready? If the distance between two knife edges is D0 minus 2 centimeter. D0 is 78 centimeter minus 2, that is 76 centimeter. Procedure, you know very well how to take the observations. Okay. Set the distance between two knife edges given and K2 D0 minus 2, 78 minus 2, 76 centimeter. Suspend the pendulum about knife edge K1 near to the wooden bar. Okay. Measure the time for 50 oscillation. Measure the time for 50 oscillation. Suppose it is 86 seconds. 86 seconds. So periodic time T1 about knife edge K1 will be 86 upon 50 will be 1.72 seconds. Invert the pendulum. Invert the pendulum and suspend the pendulum about knife edge K2. Invert the pendulum and suspend the pendulum about knife edge K2 near to the wooden bar. Okay, again measure the time for 50 oscillations. Suppose it is 87 seconds. 7 seconds. So about knife edge K1 periodic time is 1.72 seconds, and about knife edge K2 periodic time will be 87 upon 50, that comes 1.74 seconds. So this is the last part. Okay. Now in this, I am giving you the third exercise. In part 1, I have given the first exercise to plot the graph of period in T1, T2 against D. Second part, I have given you the calculation of G using Bessel's formula. In the third part, I am giving you to plot the graph and calculation of G. Okay. So in the third part, plot the graph of plot graph of T1, T2 against distance. Again, same thing, which we have done in the first part. Okay, do the same thing in the third part. Plot the graph of periodic time T1, T2 for distance D between two lines. This is 80 and 76. In the first part, your distance between two lines was 60 and 80. In the third part, the distance between two lines is 80 and 76. So, what you have to do in the third part? Plot the graph of periodic time T1, T2 for distance between two lines is 80 and 76. The nature of the graph will be like this. Get this type of graph. Along x-axis, take distance d. Along x-axis, take distance d between two line edges, which is d0 plus 2, 78 plus 2, 80 centimeter, and d0 minus 2, 78 minus 2, 76. So take distance d between two line edges, d0 plus 2, 78 plus 2, 80 centimeter, and d0 minus 2, 78 minus 2, 76 centimeter. And take periodic time T1 and T2 along y-axis. Periodic time T1 and T2 along y-axis. Right? So you have 2 points of T1. You have 2 points of T1 and 2 points of T2. So this is your exercise. The nature of the graph will be like this. This is T1. T1. So this is T2. This way. So let us take distance d between two lines is T1 and T2. Distance d between two lines is T1 and T2. D0 plus 2, 78 plus 2, 80 centimeter, and D0 minus 2, 78 minus 2, 76 centimeter along x-axis, and periodic time T1 and T2 along y-axis. Okay? So you will be having 4 points: T1, T1, T2, T2. Connect T1, T1, and T2, T2. But the point of intersection, you have to find the value of periodic time T0. Suppose at the point of intersection, the value of T0 comes 1.73 seconds. In the first part, from the point of intersection, we have calculated the distance d between two lines. In the last part, we will calculate the periodic time. We will calculate the periodic time T0. But at the point of intersection, the periodic time T0 is approximately 1.73 seconds. Okay. Now we know the equation of G. For simple pendulum, G is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. This is the equation, right? So, for simple pendulum, the equation of G. For simple pendulum, Catus pendulum is simple pendulum. The equation of G for simple pendulum is 2 pi under L by G. Sorry. T is equal to 2 pi under L by G. So here I write T0 L. Right? So the equation of periodic time for simple pendulum is T is equal to 2 pi under L by G. You take the square on both sides, you get T0 square is equal to 4 pi square L0 upon G. Therefore, value of G from this equation, value of G comes 4 pi square L0 upon T0 square. From this equation, value of G is 4 pi square L0 upon T0 square. Now you can substitute the values and calculate. 4 pi you know very well, 3.14 square. T0 from the point of intersection, the value of T0 is 1.73. From the point of intersection of T1, and T2 graph, from the graph of right, the point of intersection, the value of T0 is 1.73 second. L0, that is 78 centimeter. L0 is distance between two edges, that is 78. Because for 78 centimeter length, for 78 centimeter distance into 9 edges, Catus pendulum will behave as a simple pendulum. So L0 to 78 centimeter is the equivalent length of simple pendulum. For 78 centimeter length between two edges, Catus pendulum will behave as a simple pendulum, because for 78 centimeter distance in two knife edges, period time T1 and T2 will be nearly equal. Okay, so this 78 centimeter will be the equivalent length of simple pendulum. Okay. So 4 pi into 3.14 square L0 is the equivalent length of simple pendulum. Okay, which is equal to the distance into knife edges. When T1 and T2 are almost same, 78 centimeter. T0 on point of intersection, the value of T0 is 1.76. You can calculate the value of G. So today we have discussed the experiment to find the acceleration due to gravity small g by Kato's pendulum. Okay, but with movable knife edges. Okay, we have kept the distance in two box fixed, and we have moved the knife edges. We have changed the distance in two knife edges and measured period in T1 and T2 and calculated the value of G from Bessel's formula and from the equation of simple pendulum. Thank you so much. So this is the end of this experiment. Okay. So this is the experiment I have given with you. I have given assignment with part 1. You have to plot the graph. In part 1, you have to plot the graph of T1 T2 against distance D. Okay. In part 2, you have to calculate the value of small g from Bessel's using Bessel's formula. And in part 3, you have to calculate the value of G. You have to plot the graph of T1 T2 against distance D and calculate the value of G from the equation of simple pendulum. Thank you so much.